Hello students, all is well. Welcome back again. I hope all of you fit and fine and I hope all of you are enjoying online studies, homeworks and lots of activities. Okay? So in this sessions we are going to start chapter number 6 of history, and the name of the chapter is Town Traders and Craftsperson. In this chapters we will study the amazing journey of the towns of medieval India, traders and craftspersons, what kind of work they did that time. So all these points we are going to discuss in this session. So let's start. Before going to start the sessions, let me introduce which topics that we are going to cover today. That is introduction, types of towns, court or capital towns, commercial town, pilgrimage town, or the last one, case study of commercial town Thanjavur. It is our main topic of today. Case study of commercial town Thanjavur. So let's start. Students, introduction of medieval towns. Our first topic is that introduction of medieval towns. Students, if you are asked me, ma'am, which is your favorite destination in India? So my answer would be that Shimla, Kullu Manali, these are the amazing places that attracted me lots because there are so many beautiful houses. It was a symbol of scenic beauty, that's why it attracts me lot. So as it is, can you imagine that what kind of towns were emerged during the medieval India? Through this map, we will make you understand that these are the important centers, or these were the important towns who gained lots of importance during medieval India, and the name of that centers or towns are Surat, Hampi, not Dumpy, Surat, Hampi, Masuli Patnam, Murshidabad, Calcutta, Berar, Bidar, Pushkar, Ajmer, Vrindavan, Tiruvannamalai, Tanjavur and Uraiyar. These were the important towns who gained lots of importance during the medieval times. I want to try to tell you that only if you visit now Surat, it was totally look different from past Surat. If you visit Tiruvannamalai, so it was totally different from past Tiruvannamalai. So we will discuss that what was the amazing fact behind this emergence of medieval town. So let's start. There were three types of towns emerged during the medieval times. First is court or capital towns, means court town is also known as capital towns. Second, commercial towns. Temple towns is also known as pilgrimage centers. So these are the three important towns were emerged during the medieval India. And our next topic is that factors to develop court or capital towns. Students, first we will understand what do you understand. First we will understand what is court town and which factors are responsible for the emergence of court or capital towns. So listen carefully. Court towns refers to the place where the king held his court. Court town refers to the place where the king held his court. This place often developed into a town. Court town refers to the place where the king held his court. This place often developed into a town, and as the town was emerged, people start to settle down. Now question is that which type of people settle down there? See, the royal attendants, nobles, soldiers, officials, scholars, entertainers, these kind of peoples were gradually settled down there because the as the town developed, these peoples gradually settled down there. And as the people settled down there, their demands would be different. So according to their demands, this attracted other types of person like craft persons, traders and various worshippers there. It was also known as a center of learning and hub of cultural activities. These capital towns or court towns were also developed as a name of learning centers or the flourish as a cultural activity hubs. All these factors contributed to the development of a court towns, means these are the important and essential factors which is the basically reasons for the development of a court town. And at last it was also gained importance as a name of administrative centers. So these are the some few examples of the administrative centers. One is Thanjavur, Madurai, Karachi, Badami, Delhi, Ajmer in northern India. These were the important administrative centers. It gained the importance as a name of administrative centers because all the administrative works were done during that time from here only. Now let us discuss another topic. Here is a picture of the beautiful temples of Thanjavur. See or imagine the beauty of Thanjavur. the beauty of South India. Thanjavur, an important capital and commercial town. Thanjavur was the city who gained the importance as a court town, administrative town, commercial towns, or as a pilgrimage center also. Thanjavur. Let us discuss more about Thanjavur. Thanjavur was the capital of the Chola dynasty. You know, student, that time Thanjavur was the capital of the Chola dynasty. King held courts in mandapas or pavilions and issued orders to their subordinates. Means they are regulating their daily work or administrative work from there only. King held courts in mandapas or pavilions and issued orders to their subordinates. Also, there were many barracks for the army. It was also known as temple town. The famous temple Raj Rajeshwara temple was built in Thanjavur by the king called Raja Chola. He was the famous ruler of Chola dynasty and he was built the temple during the medieval time Raj Rajeshwara temple. This temple dedicated to Lord Shiva. Means these Chola dynasty peoples were the great worshipper of Lord Shiva. So these temples were dedicated to Lord Shiva according to the inscriptions. Means what inscription said about that? Inscriptions carved on the temple wall. The architect of the Raj Rajeshwara temple was Kunjara Mallan Rajaraja Paruthachan. To memorize this difficult and too big name, it's very easy. Paruthachan, Parumachanchan, Paruthachan. Kunjara Mallan Rajaraja Paruthachan was the name of the architect who designed the temple called Raj Rajeshwara temple, which was built by Raja Chola. It was the temple dedicated to Lord Shiva. So this was the complete story of the temple of Raj Rajeshwara temple. Let us see more fact behind the Thanjavur. Thanjavur was also known as a commercial town. Students, Thanjavur was also known as the commercial town. Why? Because the town had many markets. The town had huge and many markets in which grain, spices, clothes, jewelry were bought and sold. Various groups of people in Thanjavur were involved in craft productions. Means these places were gained the importance as a craft center. The Salia weavers. Which weavers, students? Salia was the name of the community of weavers and they were produced clothes for flags which was used during the time of festival. They produced fine cotton for the king and nobility and general public. For the general public, they produced coarse cotton. The sculptor made fine bronze idols, tall ornament bells, metal lamps, which is used in the temples and other places. Water was supplied to the city called Thanjavur from wells and tanks. Thanjavur was also known as an excellent water supply systems, excellent market, and excellent place for the architecture. So it was a story behind the Thanjavur. And at last, this idol of the 11th century, it was a time of Chola periods. See the beauty and the work of the craftsman here. So for today's it is over and only for today now the topic has ended, but we will continue the remaining part in the next part. So thank you so much and have a nice day.